Hey guys, it's Alberti coming at you. This is a wiring video for somebody who has a Kia Optima. This is a 2004 Kia Optima, just to let you know again. And he wants a video on how to wire stuff. And basically, what I did, standing from the back in the car as I am now, I ran all the RCA wires. And the RCA wires I bought from Canoe Concepts. And the blue RCA is right here. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Comes with a remote wire right here built in. Yeah, that's power running with the RCAs, but that's how it's done. It's fine. I have two sets of RCAs, one for this amp, one for that amp. This is my bass amp, that's my 2-channel amp. What I did was I ran speaker wires for my 2-channel amp on the left hand side, the same side as the RCAs. So basically all my speaker wires are standing on the back of the car, they're to the right. I do have an extra battery because I did get another amp, and I had problems with just running this amp, this 1200 amp, with my headlights dimming and everything, and that seemed to solve the problem. I'm planning on getting a wiring kit from Fry's Electronics. It's only 50 bucks, comes with quite a lot of 0-gauge, and it's definitely going to help me doing the Big 3 upgrade. Right now I got 4-gauge everything. Yeah, they're different colors and shit, but all my blacks are grounds, of course, and then my blue and reds are positive. There's my nice Audio Cue HDC3. I wish I had a 4. Those things are sick. If you're looking into getting the 4s, get a 4. Because they're the nastiest things ever. Alright, coming around here to the front. This is how I ran my power wires. I got some terminals I picked up at the local audio store. They were Rockwood Fosgates. I got 0-gauge right here, running to my ground. I just put it right there. The blue wire is for my neon lights. That's just regular old speaker wire I used to power it up. What you should do, you should have definitely terminals. This is my charging wire. This goes to my battery in the back. It's connected with the fuse, of course. What else did I want to mention? This piece of shit wire, I'm definitely going to upgrade to 0-gauge. It's going to run to my alternator. Problem with my alternator with these foreign piece of shit cars is, my alternator is on the other side of the vehicle, way down there. To get to the alternator, I looked up online, and it says I'm supposed to take off that tire, jack it up, take off the wheel well, can't talk, in order to get to the alternator. This is going to be a pain in the ass, but it's definitely going to be worth it when I run some 0-gauge. Sorry if my voice is cracking. I'm just getting over a cold. What else? That's just a regular car battery. This is what I have been running off. It was a Autocraft Titanium. That's the battery I have. And this battery I had since the car. This one I should probably replace. What I want to do is bring the Optima yellow top up here. Maybe run a excess power in the back if I ever decide to upgrade my system in this car, which I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to upgrade my system in this car. Pound's pretty good right now. I don't want more shit in this car, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Well, anyways, over here to the clutch. If this was an manual car, the clutch would be right here. It's kind of a diamond shaped thing. That's where I put my grommet in and ran my 4-gauge through. This is where you run your power. I don't know if it's like that in your car, but this video is for someone who needs some help wiring. Running from the battery, that's about what, 3 feet, to the clutch. And what we did was we just basically took a drill big enough to fit the 4-gauge through, put the grommet in there, stick the wire through. That's all we did. Make sure you have a grommet. If your wiring kit doesn't have a grommet, I don't know, caulk it, jimmy rig it. I don't know, caulking would be kind of jimmy, but whatever. There's the grommet. As we come over here, this is how you get to the wire. You basically have to lay down on your back where you normally put your feet when you're driving. If you look up in there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's my blue wire right there. What you have to do, take this piece of shit off, this plastic cover, with the trunk popper. I don't know if your trunk popper's in the same spot. Like I said, this is 04 Kia Optima. This part right here pops off. If you don't want to scratch your paint, like I probably have a little bit, try and pop it off from the inside. You know, get the flathead screwdriver underneath here, pop it off. I mean, I could get that off with my hand. Look at, I basically did right now. It's not very hard. And then what you have to do, before you mess with this middle section between the doors, you have to pop off this part also. But when you pop off this part, underneath the seat, there's a screw. There's a screw underneath there. So make sure you get that. It's like right underneath here. Kind of a pain in the ass. You gotta lift up the seat. You get this part off. It pops right off. Like, see? Wow, that was so hard. I'm just kidding. It's really easy because the clips are gone. As you can see. There's the clip. There's the thing. The hole doesn't have a clip anymore. Oh, who cares? Then, what you should do is move your seat all the way up. Mine's all the way back right now, but what you just do, move your seat all the way up. This whole section should pop off enough to run your wires through. And when you pop off both these pieces, I don't know what the hell they're called, you're gonna see like this plastic box looking thing with wires already run through the factory. If you have 4 gauge or 0 gauge, I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. But what you could do is just basically tear apart the wire hiders and then just shove some 0 gauge in there. I got 4 gauge running through here. It fit fine. I'm not 100% sure. That was like almost 2 years ago when I did the wiring. What you do is, back here in the back seat, pop this down. See where my wire is running through? Make sure when you fold up and down the seat that you're not crashing it. You're not pinching the wire, you're not doing anything to it. As you can see here, there's the point of insertion. No breakage, bends, or anything. It's nice and in there. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here's my box. It's a big ass motherfucker. End to end. That's how big it is. It barely fits. It just has enough room for the wire. Well, barely even enough room for the wire to fit in there. This is my fuse also, before it connects to my second battery, so I don't blow up anything. If any of you seen YouTube videos of blowing up car batteries, not too pretty of a sight. As in over here, pretty much the same thing on the opposite side. That's all my RCs and speaker wires right there. Nice and hidden underneath the carpet, I may add. Pop open the seat. And this is a question for my fellow YouTube people. I got bigger seat, fold down on the right hand side, smaller on the left hand side. As you can see, my port is on the right hand side. So if I flip my sub facing forward, do you think I could get louder SPL or dBs? I'm not 100% sure. I have it facing the back. As you can see, there's not a lot of room for air to move back into the cabin. Now my question is, do you think it would be better for me to do that? See, look how little of room I have. I can't even get my hand back there. That's how perfectly I made the box. The box fits in there exactly perfect how I wanted it. It's tuned to 35, I believe. Here's my battery right here. And I did have it grounded to my seat. Not the best idea. I heard some YouTube videos, not a very good idea. But what you can do is you take off the trim parts right here. You get in there. I don't know if you can see the wire, but there's a little like shade looking thing back there. Right over there. Get behind there, there's a bolt. I would recommend bolting to that. That's like the best bolt grounding spot I ever found on this vehicle. That's grounding everything. And the wire is very short, keeps my battery secure from sliding around all the hell around the place. Come around to the RCA side of the vehicle. A couple more things I want to explain. Same exact thing, take off that over there, get the middle pieces, get your wires run through there, same exact spot, only opposite. for sticking your RCAs through the chair. What I wanted to talk about also is this part, pain in the ass. I got so many wires here, it doesn't even fit that well. You can see them. Oh damn it, I just did that. Oh well. It keeps it hidden. It's not. And there's so many wires back there, RCAs, two RCAs, speaker wires, shit like that. It doesn't fit very good. What I did was, I ran the wires through this, I don't know, through this thing up here, all the way up here. I got them nice and hidden. I can feel them right there. I zip tied them on some bars. I'm straight up through here. Right in this little crevice. Gets up right to your head unit. I have a Alpine CDE 102. It supports my 2-channel amp and my bass. And what happened was, I didn't realize this when I first put a head unit in, that when I put my new head unit in, I was using my head unit to power the speakers. My car came with a premium audio system. Yeah, right, premium, whatever, bunch of bull. It came with infinity speakers and a 4-channel amp in the back. Not an amp that you buy in the store. It was proprietary amp. There was just wires and plugins. That's all it was. No RCA inputs or anything. Now, what I read up online is, with the factory radio, this is what my factory radio, I took this out for you. Yeah, it has a tape stuck in it, don't ask. This is what it looks like on the back. As you can see here, got your antenna. That's like a Molex port. And there's all the radio wires for the speakers coming out right there, and probably the power. I'm not sure if you can support a subwoofer unless you know the wiring schematics for the stock head unit in the Kia. Sorry this video is long, but I gotta explain as much as I can. I guess there is a wiring harness where you can use, I don't know if your car has one of these, but there's a wiring harness you can get. So if you buy an aftermarket head unit, you can still use the 4-channel built-in amp to power your speakers, which would obviously sound better. I did not know that, so I got the wiring harness to just power it off this thing. This thing's only pushing like 19 watts. My 2-channel amp is 550. 550 max. I'm not sure what's it putting out on each speaker right now. I got it tuned down pretty low. I'm running Alpine Type R's. That's what I have. That's what I bought. That's what I wanted. I shouldn't have went with them, but you know what? Whatever. I love the Alpine head units. They're very simple, easy to use. What else can I talk about? Oh, I should probably show you where the stock amp is. The stock amp on my Kia Optima. Damn it, I gotta pop the trunk. Let's see here. Stock amp. It's on the right hand side in the trunk. Underneath all this crap. It's bolted in there. It's kind of a hassle. You unplug it, you're not going to screw up any wiring or anything like that. I just took it out, unplugged it, threw it away. It's nothing I could sell, nothing I could use. And any other questions, you know where to contact me. This is Alberti, out.